everybody, it's Cynthia here. I went shopping yesterday. I have to say, during COVID, I'm always a little nervous, but um, it's just one of those things. Going shopping makes me feel like things are a little bit normal. It kind of makes me mad when I see somebody who's still walking around with their mask hanging down underneath their nose and stuff. But I do just try to keep my distance and sort of get on with looking for fun things that I need in my studio or things to sell in my vintage Etsy shop. So this is the first video I'm going to actually be posting on my new channel. So I'm an artist, and I sell vintage items online, everything through Etsy, at least right now. Just started this YouTube channel because I want to concentrate on my bookmaking and paper crafting. I'm kind of just getting into paper engineering, and I love junk journals, making junk journals. I like sending them on to new homes, and so yeah, started a new channel so that I could really just concentrate on my book arts, and of course selling vintage things on the side to bring in a little bit of money so I can go shopping for more craft supplies, basically. Let's be honest. All right, so yesterday, as I said, I went on a big shopping trip and got a lot of goodies. So I've just got them. I don't have them piled up in any real order, so we'll just kind of go through. And if you're interested in this stuff, then great. And if if you are, then give me a thumbs up. I'll have a playlist of my weird little shopping trips. If you're not, then, just don't look at them when they say, shopping trip haul or whatever. So, all right. So we're going to start off with a couple of things. So I was very happy to go to Hobby Lobby, and I found some elastic cord, which really, I'll tell you what, around here has been hard to find. I've got some masks that were made by friends of mine that I really like, but one of them, the elastic is really subpar. It's real skinny and it doesn't hold the mask as securely as I want. And the other one has these like fantastic, like industrial level sort of elastic ties that sort of hurt my ears. So I've been looking for smaller elastic so that I can put new elastic in, something that's a little more comfortable but still holds my mask nice and tight. So I was really happy to find a couple different kinds of elastic because you haven't been able to for a little while. So that's those. Next, Hobby Lobby, again, they had ink pads. I need a new ink pad, so I haven't tried the Ranger archival ink. So yeah, what I'm replacing is actually my Versacolor is getting all dry. So yeah, so I just got a new ink pad. These are what I use to distress paper edges. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. And what I also got, I went to Dollar Tree, and I'm really impressed with this new Crafter Square line of craft supplies. And so I saw online, actually, I think, yeah, I want to say it was maybe Nick the Booksmith, or I don't know. I'll try to figure that out. Nick the Booksmith. It could have been Paper Outpost. Anyway, she said you can give new life to your ink pads by giving them a little spray down with water. So I got these little pump spray bottles. I also thought these would be nice to mix dyes in and actually do some distressing on paper, just spraying some tea or coffee or maybe other paper dyes. I don't know. Just experiment. But those, 2 for $1, that's a pretty good deal. Okay. Next, also at Dollar Tree, I got this cloth athletic tape. I think it was Ava at Bohemian Crafting talked about using this cloth athletic tape on bindings for your journals, and I was like, well, of course, because what I have been using is I did find these a whole packet of these just muslin pieces, and that's what I use, and I glue them in. And you know, basically this is kind of the same, only I don't have to get all messy with glue. So we're going to give the athletic tape a little try for doing book bindings. Next on my list, these squeeze applicator bottles. I bought them because I get this glue also at Dollar Tree. It has a, oh, so actually I bought like 6 more of these because I love this glue. It's from Beacon. It's the same people that make the Fabrifix and Fabri-Tac. And as far as I can tell, this is exactly the same glue. I don't know why it says foam and poster board adhesive. But it's, you know, almost 2 ounces, 1.75 ounces, and it's way cheaper per ounce than buying the big bottles at, you know, like Hobby Lobby. Or, I mean, maybe not if you get the great big bottle and you've got like a 40% off coupon, but I just like these. They're small. But what I noticed was, as you can see on here, so I bought these squeeze applicator bottles because I thought I could transfer this glue into this bottle and then use the tip. What I didn't count on was those tips fit perfectly on these bottles. So, woohoo! I was very happy about that. So, I got a couple more of those, basically just for the tops, but I'll trade out those, and then the clean bottles, I don't know, maybe I'll use for something else, but that was exciting to me. You can tell glue is very important to me. So yeah, so I did buy 6 more of these because I don't know if this is going to be something that they have all the time or if this is like a limited supply. So I already have kind of a stockpile, but thought, better add a few more. So I bought a few more. All right. Next, I have been trying to figure out what to do. I am not crazy about my paper cutter and scoreboard. And I will be honest, I have not been crazy about any that I've actually used. So again, Ava at Bohemian Crafting did a tutorial, and I don't even know how long ago this was, but she did a tutorial where she said, okay, so I realize that some of you don't have these tools, the scoreboards or the cutting boards. Here, I'll show you mine. And I mean, and it's from a great company. It's you know, it's a trim and scoreboard, and you know, there's just something about it where I don't feel like it lines things up exactly square. I feel like sometimes I cut, I'm being careful, and I'm making sure everything's lined up, and it's just not square. And then the scoring, I mean, works great, but then sometimes I think it's just a little too intense, even if I don't push that hard. So anyway, I decided to actually so Ava had used like basically an X-Acto knife, and I have arthritis in my hands, so my grip isn't very good anymore. This makes me a little bit nervous, like, you know, ranking this along, even though I've got a nice, you know, a nice cork-backed ruler that doesn't slide. But when I was in Hobby Lobby, I did notice that they had this little tiny rotary cutter, which I thought, that's perfect for what I want to use it for. So what I'm going to start using is a self-healing mat, which maybe you can see under here. I'll show you that. And my nice steel cork-backed ruler. And instead of using the big trim board, I'm going to actually start using this little tool. And I don't know. I'll let you know how it goes. Like, these are 50% off, so really wasn't that expensive. So it's worth giving it a try. These heavy-duty suction cup hooks that you can get at Dollar Tree in their tool section are awesome. I have things hanging in our shower, you know, shower brushes. We've got a little thing that goes across the bathtub. If you're taking a bath, you can, you know, I usually put my phone in there and watch YouTube videos, or listen to a book on tape or whatever while I'm in the bathtub. I got these actually to use in my craft area, so that I can more easily hang up my self-healing craft mat. So yeah, maybe I'll show you that sometime, how these work. These are great. I mean, there's such a great product. Dollar Tree, 2 of them for $1. All right. Next, I went to Stuff. They've got a Stuff, etc. in town. And a few, I don't know, maybe a week and a half ago, they had a ton of this like kind of Scotch 3M stuff. Oh my God. Okay, so here's something I got. I got like this whole roll of heavy duty like paper tape. I was thrilled. Flat back tape. And then I also got some of these Scotch cover-up sheets, which then they've got a grid on the back, so I can cut them up into any shape I need. And boy, this is coming in handy on for making my journals. $1.99 a piece is what I paid for them. Actually, I think I got them for free because I had some credit there from stuff that I've taken in and sold. I looked for these online because I was like, these are awesome. I want some more. A pack of 6 of these 12 by 12 sticky, you remove the back and stick it on stuff, sheets of like craft paper are like $16. So I was like, woohoo, that's a score. I think I bought like 6 of them for $1.99 a piece. Ugh. So just so you know, I love them. I don't know that I can tell you to go out and buy them. Not for $16. But boy, if you see those in a resale store, buy those suckers. The thing that I passed up when I was there are these mailer reflap. And then I thought, well, that's kind of silly. I should buy these. I mean, it's sturdy, sturdy manila paper. And then 2 adhesive strips that you fold over something. And I was like, that's got to have some kind of use, like for lap books or, junk journals, 99 cents each. Woohoo. So I got those. Don't know what I'm actually going to use them for, but I was like, yeah, there's 24 in each package. I can put that stuff to use. The next thing I bought was kind of an impulse buy. They have these in the Crafter Square area too. They're adhesive cork sheets. So, you can cut and trim, you can do it, and then self-adhesive. I've never used them for anything, but they're so pliable that I actually did think that it might be possible to use these in some of the bookmaking stuff too. I was just kind of intrigued, so like I said, I just don't have any plans for it, but it was kind of an impulse buy, so I went for it. So that's that. Next, also Crafter Square. Now, when Eva was showing people how to cut and score their paper if they don't have a trim board or a scoreboard, she was basically using a self-healing mat, a nice heavy ruler, and then she was using like a bone folder, like a bone folder to run along the edge and making just a little dent in the paper, just kind of breaking the grain so that you could fold it. And I was like, whew, that is awesome. So I remembered that at Dollar Tree they have these little embossing tools with these nice round, and so I bought this thinking I might give it a try. So there's that. Next, some of these things I got at a local thrift store. One of the things I got, well, I got two vintage decks of cards. This one I thought was really pretty. Now I do sell these in one of my Etsy shops, Recollect and Ramble, and I will put the I'll put the link down in the bottom. But I thought this was such a beautiful sort of like watercolor, ships in the harbor cards. I thought they were really pretty, and somebody might like those. Now I do sell cards like this for paper crafters. I sell them in little sets of 4. Shipping is free. So I got those, and then I got these these kind of weird like tropical fish cards. I was like, okay, I kind of get the shells and the seaweed and the fish, but what I didn't quite get was the button mushrooms. Anyway, so I got those two just because they're vintage and colorful, and I don't know, they're a little weird. So I got those as well. Those will end up in my Recollect and Ramble shop as well. Some stuff for me to use. I bought this kind of pretty length of lace. Now this is in a community thrift store, and it's called the Mission Thrift Store. And this, I kind of like this. It has eyelet. It's perfect for running some ribbon through and then using as a decoration on the edge of a junk journal. It's absolutely perfect. So I got that. I was pretty thrilled with that. Also, I got this old stained, I mean, it's stained, it's raveling, which, you know, anybody who makes junk journals, that's like, well, shoot, that's awesome. So there's holes, there's stains, there's all kinds of stuff, but it's got this cute, you know, little embroidery on it. Great crocheted trim that can be cut off. I'm actually thinking about tea dyeing this so that it's even darker. So yeah, so I picked that up too, and I was really thrilled about that. So we'll see what we do with that. Another thing that I picked up, this is just for me, German for Americans, and we have good friends who live in Germany. Actually, they live in the Schwarzwald, in a little teeny tiny town, and in the Baden-Württemberg area. And so I thought, wouldn't it be nice? I've always thought it would be interesting to learn German because that's my heritage. And this is like the perfect book. It really actually is for English speakers to learn German. And so yeah, I'm really thrilled about this. I'm actually going to use this book. And I just kind of like it. It's got this, I like the font and everything on it. And then it's got this beautiful cloth cover. But yes, this is going to be for me to try to learn to speak German. So that's what I got that for. Let's put that back here. Next, this is also at Dollar Tree. I bought these books not because I'm interested in these books. I bought them because they are exactly the same size. And so, so here. They are exactly the same size. I'm going to get rid of those. And I am going to add a spine here, take out the guts, and I'm going to make a lap book out of these two covers. So I was pretty happy to find a couple of books, a little narrow, and I can make a lap book out of. So that's one of my next projects. Then I also found this Hammond Family Reference World Atlas. I can't remember what year this is from. It's not that old. It's like 1970s or something. 1972 looks like. Okay. But I love the maps. Perfect for adding into junk journals. And yeah, they're great. They're great. So that whole book to tear apart and use the papers out of it, and it's got a nice cover. So maybe the cover can become a junk journal once I'm done ripping all the maps out of there. Next, I found these also at oh yeah, these are at Stuff as well. I don't know why that's crossed out. Oh well. Anyway. Oh no. I got these at the thrift store. Actually, it's the thrift store that Stuff sends all of their stuff to when it doesn't sell. So, but I thought these were perfect. I do have round doilies, but I think these would be beautiful. I mean, there's actually room on these doilies for stuff rather than the little round ones. So I bought those to add into junk journals, and we'll see what happens with those. Maybe I'll spray those with my little spray bottle that I put some tea in, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, I thought those were pretty neat. Next, also at my little thrift store, I found these Ideals. I love Ideals magazines. They've got great illustrations, and the papers are kind of cool. I like the photography. I'll be honest with you, I prefer to find the ones from the 50s and the 60s because those are really awesome. These are pretty modern. What are these from? I mean, these are from like the 2000s, I think. Let me see. Yeah, 2001. So these are not old, but I still thought, you know, the illustrations are nice. The photos are beautiful. I think that, look at that. These are great for adding in pages into junk journals and things. So I was quite pleased with that. So there's country and there's this one, home. But yeah, like I said, these are not old by any stretch of the imagination, but the photos and things are still, you know, very pretty and perfect for adding into junk journals. So there you go. So I got those. What else did I get? Oh, so when I went to stuff, okay, so I have already taken a huge amount of scrapbook paper to stuff. So what do I do when I go to stuff and shop? I buy a whole bunch of scrapbook paper. I know, I'm crazy. But you know, I was kind of intrigued because it is not paper that, because I was thinking, because you couldn't see any of it. All you could see was like, I think this guy. And I thought, well, that's kind of pretty. I'm going to start doing some garden journals, and that's perfect. But there's a bunch of papers in here that they're pretty cool. And a lot of them are sort of my style. I like these textured ones that look like leather, and there are some stickers pages in here. I'll probably ditch those, but you know, a lot of these, like this is great. I love this one with the postcards. You know, there's chocolate frosting. So yeah, I was really happy with this, and it was like $5 or something for like this whole stack of scrapbook paper. There were two, and I only got the one. I probably should have gotten the other one too. But we'll get started with this. I have no idea where I'm going to store it, but oh well, we'll consider that later. You know, bring stuff home and then figure out what you're going to do with it later. Another thing that I did buy all three colors, and I bought these before. These are let me see. Oh, I'll show you what I did with one of them. I have this lap book that I've done a video on, and I am going to get it uploaded, I promise. But this was my first try at a lap book using 2 books that I bought at Dollar Tree. Oh, and I covered with that Scotch sticky paper stuff. But I used this, getting ahead of myself. This is faux leather ribbon that they sell at Dollar Tree. And it really is nice. One thing that I would have done, okay, so I used this I just wanted to use a little bit in here. What I would have done, and what I'd like to do is I should get like a brown Sharpie or something and darken the edges of the ribbon that I want to use, just so you can avoid having that light colored line, and maybe make it look a little older. So I use this in a lap book as just decoration, and I was like, that's pretty cool stuff. So they had these 3 colors. I don't know that there are any other colors of it. Let's see. No, I think it's just these 3 colors. I was getting confused. I bought this satin ribbon the other day in colors that I really like as well. So yeah, so I think it's just these 3 colors, but I picked up all 3 because you never know when that stuff's going to disappear. But yeah, and I'll do a video on that. Actually, I already have done a video on it. I've just got to get it uploaded. The last thing, also at Stuff, they had this little pack of, let's see if I can get it open. Oh, look, I have an X-Acto knife. They had this little pack of scrapbook punches, which I kind of like. This is Emboss plus Punch, and I've had one of those before. Here's a little snowflake. I don't really want that. I will probably redonate that. But I do already have this corner punch, which I like just fine. But I think maybe this one has a little larger corner, which sometimes you want. Let me see if I can find a scrap of paper and see how that works. Yeah, works perfectly fine. Yeah, see, it's a little deeper one. So here's this punch, which does a nice little rounded corner. I use it all the time. Oh, that wasn't a very good cut. I use it all the time, but I think that this one, and we will probably be able to see, this one does just a slightly different corner, which sometimes, you know, you want. I kind of like that. I like how that works. Oh, Marvy, bite your cheetah. Sure. So anyway, I couldn't believe that I had, like, those 3 punches. This one, I mean, it's an EK success, but like I said, I don't really need I don't need a snowflake. So, yeah, so my video shut off on me. I was saying I don't need a snowflake, so I'm probably gonna, I tried this one. I'm not crazy about this one either, but I know a lot of people like these punches. So I think both of these, this one I'll probably just donate. It's kind of old and dusty, and it works great, but time to get rid of it. This one I might actually sell in my Recollect and Ramble shop. We'll clean it up, put some aluminum foil through it, get it cleaned up, sharpened a little bit, and yeah, then I'll sell that one. Well, okay, you guys, so I guess that's it for today. I hope you're all doing well. Remember, this is Cynthia from the Junk Journal Art Company. You can find me here on YouTube. I promise I'm going to have a lot more videos uploaded. I've got some flip-throughs of some of my books. I'm hoping to do some tutorials. And, you know, I'm probably doing some haul videos as well. So you might not like the haul videos. That's fine. But come back if you're interested in paper crafting and bookmaking. If you liked this video, give me a thumbs up. If you think you might want to come back again and get notified when I have new videos, then click subscribe. All of the links to my shops, my Pinterest, are going to be down below. And I hope I'll see you back here again. Stay healthy, test negative, wear that face mask, folks. And I'll see you back here really soon. Okay, thanks. Have a great day.